Through the magic of digital video editing, as you can see now, I cut out a lot of the unnecessary steps of showing you the tedious process of lining the inside, or actually it's the outside of the fender flare up. So now we can begin to shape it in the x-axis, which is over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Shift B in this frame and zoom in. Get rid of this background image window. Okay, to begin modeling this thing, we need to work in the x-axis. It's quite simple. Now I'm right-clicking on, well, I'm going to start with one of the top vertices so you can actually see it, or vertex, so I can so we can see it. So what I'm going to do is hit G and X to constrain myself to movement in the x-axis. And I'm just going to move this thing in here. Now if you'll notice, it's jump, 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 jump. Well, let's take a look here. I'm going to click on, and I'm going to zoom away in here. Okay, you can see as we get down here to these squares, there's little squares inside, and it's, we'll see, that's the grid within the grid, the microgrid as I call it. Well, it's snapping to those little grid squares. And so what you do to stop that and get a smoother action is hit the Shift key and adjust it, and it adjusts way smoother, more smoothly, way more smoothly. The longer I'm away from my native speaking people, the worse my English gets. Okay, so we're just going to go around, and I'm going to just kind of leave it in this mode to show you the process of doing this, because when we get to the bottom it's going to get a little tricky because you really can't see anything to align to. Alright, and I'd like to stress that this is really at this point just a rough end job. Don't worry about big geometry not looking the way it should. We will fix that. Blender has lots of tools to deal with that. Okay, come on, get out there. There we go. Okay. Oops, hold on here. Zoom in here so I can get a little better look. Alright, let's see. Point that one right there. As we get down to this lateral line on the car, this is where the body begins to cut under, and we won't be able to see it in the top view. So we'll have to make a excuse me, a best guess estimate as to where it goes. When you get below that lateral line, what you need to do is begin to angle your points inward. Don't be overly concerned with accuracy. Just kind of line it by sight, because we are going to go in later on and in perspective view and take care of all that. Okay, that's good enough. Now, and go move out, and on this side, once again, we are below the lateral line on the side view, so I'm going to start angling or laying these points in underneath the car or underneath my top view. Okay. Now we want to do the same thing on the inside. We want to wireframe here. Right across the top here, we can save ourselves a whole lot of time if we just go in here and snap all these up. Okay. And we don't even have to hit the J key, we can just move them in like that. Okay. Now the rest of these, we will have to okay, and as you can see, there's a little bit of discrepancy here in these points. Okay. I'm not really paying a great deal of attention. This one, of course, is going to be right in line with that one. It's not exactly perfect, but we'll adjust. Kind of looks like I'm having a little problem with my drawing here. I think it may have got a little bit messed up somewhere along the line. It's no problem, we can adjust for that. So if you look, let's take a look here from the perspective view. Okay, now okay, so we can see here that it's actually starting to look like something, and that will be the conclusion of this tutorial. We will go ahead and in the next tutorial and model the rest of the fender, and that's when it's going to get really fun. So stick with this and you'll start to see the car slowly take shape, and we'll put a texture on it, and then it'll really get fun and exciting. Okay, that's all for now. Hope you've enjoyed this, and goodbye. I'm out of here. See you later.